What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. A little bit of a late start today. Spent the day at the motocross track, getting a little practice in. It's been a nice day, actually. Super kind of overcast, cloudy. It rained a little bit here a little bit ago. We got Audi still chilling here. We were waiting on parts. We actually got all of the parts today, or most of the parts today, so we should be good. Jetta is good. Just got it on the trickle charger. I would recommend that 100% if you guys can. Pick up a charger, trickle charger, whatever you can afford, and plug in your battery every day. I remember when I bought this car, the previous owner had said it had been sitting. He got a new battery before it sat, and then it sat and just discharged, and it sat dead for quite a while, and it still has the same battery in the car. Thank you to the charger. I plug that thing in every night, and the battery seems to be holding up just fine. So definitely would recommend picking up a charger, charge your car every once in a while at least. You could do it every day as well, like I do. Definitely helps with prolonging the battery life. But anyway, so today I wanted to make a video just going over all of the parts and the plans for the Audi. So you guys know the AC compressor broke off of the engine. The bolts backed out, got some wiggle in the AC compressor, and the belt tension eventually just snapped off one of the bolts. So we picked up new what are they? I don't even know. We got stainless hardware. We can put some thread locker in there, get them all snugged up, and of course we've got the hex head. I think it's a 12mm hex head, because we are tired of triple squares. We are tired of torques. F that. So we're going to throw those guys on, and then we've got a bunch of extras, obviously. We've got some fuel connects for the ethanol content sensor that I put on the car. So it'll make it just a little bit cleaner. It plugs just directly into the ethanol content sensor, and then I can have these go into the fuel lines. So at one point I'm going to change that. Titanium bolts, just dress up bolts for the engine bay. I want to make it look good. I know a bunch of people probably would hate on that, but I want to make it look good, and titanium bolts look freaking good. So we got various M6 bolts as well, different lengths. So these ones are kind of short, these ones are a little bit longer. We've got some more short ones and more long ones as well. Also have these small M6 aluminum nuts, so just for dress up in the engine bay as well. And then some smaller, these ones are just black, also titanium little bolts. And then we've got some longer bolts. I can't remember what I bought these ones for. These ones might actually be for the dirt bike. I don't know. We also have a Clutch Masters stainless braided clutch line, so that will be going in the car. We're going to pull off that false firewall, get deep in there, pull the ECU out, and install this guy. I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like doing it, guys. Just kidding. But anyway, so still got to do the brakes, got to bleed the brakes, got to bleed the clutch more. I bought a pressure bleeder thing as well. It's somewhere off in the clutter in the back. So yeah, that is that. This one has the remaining O-rings. We also have a AC condenser. The one on the car is totally clapped. It's ate so many bugs. And the car is from Maryland originally, so to get from Maryland to Colorado to New Mexico, it ate some bugs. So it's all the fins are folded down. I'm just gonna start new. I know you can straighten them out and all that stuff, but nah, we're just gonna start fresh. So we've got a fresh AC condenser. We ordered from JXB. We got that is where the Clutch Masters clutch line came from. We also have ARP, the crank pulley upgraded bolts. So again, we're ditching the stupid triple squares, and we're getting the stronger bolts so we don't ever have the issue of breaking off our crank pulley. So definitely a plus in my book. It came with some blue Loctite as well. And then from ECS Tuning, I ordered so the plastic coolant lines that ran behind the AC pulley. One of them got ate up by the pulley from it just riding off axis. So got the replacement for that, so that's all good. So we got the plastic lines, so I'm super stoked on that to get that all fixed up. And then if you guys know, we had the oil cooler leaking because I put it back together without the gasket, without a new gasket I should say. So we've got that. And then the next one I'm super excited for, we actually picked up, it's from IABED Industries. It is the oil cooler relocation kit for the 3.0 engine. So instead of running the oil to water cooler, we are just going to go to an air to oil cooler in an external place, so we get a little bit more clearance there, and we can get a little bit more oil cooling, because they normally use those oil to water sorry, I can't even talk. They normally use those oil to water coolers to heat up the oil a little bit faster and kind of keep the engine at like a normal operating temp, I guess I should say, because the coolant and the oil are both meeting together at that point, so it can kind of just balance everything out and get a consistent temperature. We're going full race car and just converting to external cooler. And I do have a cooler somewhere. Sorry, I pulled it down and didn't know where. So I bought this thing for the Jetta a long time ago. Never used it. Little dented, little nicked up. I can just straighten some of these fins out, but we could do a setup with this. So super excited for that. And then while I'm down there, I actually forgot to tell you. So we had that oil control solenoid that goes at the bottom of the engine. This essentially just tells the engine whether to operate in high pressure or low pressure mode. I think by default, if it's not working, which mine currently is not working, it tells the car to just be in high pressure oil whatever mode. I don't know how it changes things, but it is basically like a flow control solenoid. So by default it runs in high pressure mode, at least that's what I read online, so that engine should be fine as long as, or if this is not functioning properly, but we definitely want it to function properly so we can get the most life out of the engine. So while I have the AC compressor and all of that stuff out of the way, it is tucked like way deep in there, so I can actually get access to it right now. So that is one thing that I'm going to replace as well. But yeah, so that is the parts haul for now. A lot more money than I'd like to admit, so don't ask me how much it costed. More than you can afford, pal. Just kidding. No, if you guys have Audis or Volkswagens, you freaking know. But yeah, so that is all the parts. We're gonna get working on this car fairly soon. Just kind of getting everything together, getting a plan, and we'll start executing as soon as I get motivated. And it's freaking takes forever, but we'll get there.